Greetings and thanks once again for joining us here for this week's edition of Mentor Mike's Market Movies. Today is Friday, August the 3rd, and we're all set up for this week's replay. But before we get into that, let's take a quick look at this past week's charts here. This was Monday the 30th. And this was traded on a 1-minute chart, I believe. And you can see we had some very obvious turning points here. High, low, high, but some zigzags in between. So one of the things we have to remember is that these parabolic modules are actually segregating a chunk of movement. And so all of the bullish ones have a highest high, all of the bearish ones have a lowest low, and sometimes it's important to trade between these extremes. So we took the low point here and went long, we took the high point here and went short, low, started to go short here, didn't get very far, market turned around, we realized that this was a zigzag, so we went in again, thought maybe this was the end, went in, hit the targets, but finished up on the upside here. Now, here's Tuesday, different chart template and all. I was still trading the 9 contract setup here. This is one of 3 days that was very similar. We had essentially 4 turning points, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. Very straightforward. Again, the oscillators are sort of mimicking those turning points. Here's Wednesday, very similar setup. 1, 2, 3, didn't mark the 4 here because it didn't really merit getting above the red moving average with the white there. So that was very similar to Tuesday. Here is Thursday, another 1, 2, 3, 4 setup, but we had 3 specific turning points that filled the bill. And then this was today, Friday, very unidirectional, peaked out, and then a gentle slope down. So let's go back and take a look at Thursday and Wednesday and Tuesday. Very similar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously that's a pattern that we're going to see with some regularity. So I have elected to trade Tuesday's market here. This was Tuesday, July 31st, and that's what we're going to do today. So we've got it set up and ready to go. And it actually looks like we are a little bit late for a short entry. We could have gotten in back here when the MACD and the stochastic crossed bearishly, but we're still in pretty good here. So I'm going to go ahead and get short, and we'll go ahead and start up here. Oh, let's draw the arrow. Now, I'm trading 150 contracts here just to make it interesting, and 3 targets. So this score should be fun. Okay, let's get started. The white was below the red here. We've got the white curving down. The white was ready to break below the red here. So it looks like short is the way to go. Plus, both of our parabolics were bearish when we got in here. and stopped out. But we now have white well below red, and so let's see if we get another opportunity to go short again. Okay, there we go. Okay, finally. Took so long to hit that first target that the parabolic was already closer to the price action than the automated stop, so we started tracking it immediately. Okay, stopped out again. And let's see if we get another opportunity to get short here, or if this is going to be a turn to the upside. Over here, the stochastic on the 13-minute chart is essentially bearish. It has its parabolic in a bearish posture here. That's what we're waiting for. All right, we're now in the day session. Okay, and stopped out. All right, interesting. We're now in the vicinity of the first delta turning point, and we've got a little bit of divergence going on here. Well, actually, no, it isn't divergence, but it is a 1, 2, 3 bottom. And let's just see what happens if we go along here. Yeah, we're going to go in the hole a bit, looks like. Now we've got the divergence. Okay, stopped up. That was grueling. Now this is a corrective move, so it looks like it's going to sell off again. Alright, now okay, all three targets hit. Alright, we've got a little upward curvature here on the 13-minute. Blue is crossed white, blue is crossed white, blue is crossed white. Let's get long. Okay, stopped out. All right, now we've got a 1, 2, 3 bottom here. Stopped out. And ready to reverse. Having a hard time hitting that second target, aren't we? Come on. There we go, finally. And the third. And we'll just run out the clock. And there we are. Well, if you were trading that with 150 contracts, you'd have made a little over 42 grand. All right, come back and see us next time.